Thank you so much. Oh, look at your beautiful faces. Oh, you're just so kind. Alright, yeah. Can you not shut the f up, please?
Jesus Christ.
So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what I would say are the 5 most useful skill moves that you can use to improve your overall game in FIFA 22. Before we start, if you can, you should definitely try to use 5-star skillers in your team. Now, not only can they perform all possible skills in the game, but I find that they're a lot more fluid when performing these skills opposed to players that aren't 5-star skilled. Now, the skill moves that we will be talking about will be starting at 4-star skill because, well, if you're out here still using attackers with 3-star skills, then
it's just like wrong.
So, with that said, let's get into skill number 1. Starting off, we have the hill to hill. Now, this skill is only going to work with players that have 4-star skills or more. So personally, I find that it's a really good skill move to do if you're in the middle of a skill combo, as it's not a skill that I see many people do, which makes it quite unpredictable for your opponent. So to do this skill, you don't need to use any triggers, simply just move the right stick in the direction you're facing and then back on itself. So in this clip, for example, my player is running upwards, so I'm going to flick the right stick up, then down, beating the keeper for an easy finish.
Are you sure about that?
Next up, we've got the McGee Spin. Now, this is one of my all-time favourite skill moves. Because of how quick your players perform it, you can create so much space in such a tight position. It's very similar in controls to the hill to hill in that you have to use the right stick in the direction you're facing. But instead of going back on yourself, you're going to go to the left or right. This will then make your player spin really quickly into nearby space, giving you the chance to find an extra pass or even do an extra skill move. The only thing that you want to make sure of when you use this skill is that you've got enough space to spin into. It's great to use when you're running with momentum because you can very easily wrong foot your opponent. So just make sure that you're using it in tighter spaces opposed to when there's a bit of distance between you and the defender. Next up, we've got probably the most broken skill move of the lot, the ball roll scoop. Now, I'm being dead serious here. If you master this skill, you will win more games. When performed right, you can get through spaces that are tighter than a duck's ass, and most importantly, make a mockery of your opponent. Take this clip for example. Mbappe is running straight towards goal, and as I come shoulder to shoulder with his centre back, one quick ball roll scoop later and I've absolutely sent him. So, controls wise, this is what you want to do. Step 1 is literally doing a ball roll, and we all know how easy they are. And then all step 2 is doing a fake shot in the opposite direction. And if your player has 5-star skills, it's literally as easy as that. You can see in real time here just how quick you have to be when switching from the ball roll to the actual scoop. But once you've got it down, that's when you'll absolutely start dominating your opponents. Time for some of the old... you know what I mean? Some of the old, otherwise known as the Elastico. Now this is yet another skill that creates not only a wondrous amount of space, but when pulled off correctly makes your face go from sweat to stank. It's a 5-star skill move and it's dead easy to do. Starting in the direction you're facing, all you need to do is move the right stick in a clockwise motion, and there you have it. So if you're moving from left to right, your entry point with the right stick would be around here. And then perform the clockwise motion, and Bob's your uncle, you've performed the Elastico. So, the final skill move of the video is the Hocus Pocus. No, not the Disney classic Thriller, but yes, another 5-star skill move. I'd say this is probably the most complex skill move of the video, so without further ado,
Let's do this!
when performing the Hocus Pocus, the best way to remember the stick motion is to think of the shape of an anchor. As you can see, with the right stick you go down and around to the left and then quickly swing it round to the right side. So when attacking left to right, your controller should look like this. Now the reason why this skill move is so effective is because it produces an angle so tight that the defender's animation just can't get close enough. So although it can be quite difficult to master, it will also be super effective when you're trying to beat your opponents. So now that you've learned what I would say are the 5 most important skill moves, here is how you can use them in a combo to absolutely just, well, let's just let the clip roll. Zidane from kickoff, starting off well with a flip flap, turns back on himself. McGee spins one, very good so far. What's he got in his locker? He's got a Hocus Pocus, cutbacks on himself. He loves the trouble. McGee both of them, moves along, a little bit lucky. Hill to hill, what can he do more? Another ball roll, another hill to hill. Oh my god! That is absolutely mesmerising work from the young egg-headed man. Oh wowee, that is a special goal. I have cacked my pants. Oh, well that was a special video, wasn't it? I thoroughly enjoyed myself and I hope you did too. If you do want to see more of me, make sure to hit subscribe, drop a like, even comment, and I'll see you next time.
I was yours for the taking, guess I needed a home, but if I'm not mistaken, you were good on